All right, everybody, let's be quick because I gotta be out in a minute. Looking at the bracket in the Midwest region, we see Kansas first against either NC or Robert Morris. Illinois Illinois against Virginia. Colorado Liberty. Penn State versus North Texas. Ohio State versus USC. That looks interesting. Louisville Belmont. Houston against Indiana. Seton Hall against North Dakota State. In the South region, we have Baylor against Radford, LSU Providence, Wisconsin Yale, Oregon and New Mexico State, Arizona and Rutgers, Villanova and Hofstra, West Virginia and Northern Iowa, and Maryland and Bowling Green. Looking at this East region, oh boy, I see some underdogs here. San Diego State and Montana, St. Mary's and Xavier, Auburn and UCLA, Michigan State, Stephen F. Austin, Michigan and East Tennessee State, Duke and Colgate, Butler, Oklahoma, and Dayton and Wright State. And over in the West, we have Gonzaga against Prairie View A&M or Siena. You got Texas Tech and Florida, Iowa against Wichita State or Utah State, Creighton and Vermont, BYU against Cincinnati or Stanford, Kentucky, UC Irvine, Marquette, Arizona State, and Florida State, Little Rock. So the bracket looks kind of different, as it should, and we have a lot of split seeds right now. R- really, just really only out of the Midwest and West region. So we're gonna go from top to bottom. In the Midwest region, I like Kansas. I I like Virginia. I like Virginia. I like Virginia's chances. I'm not gonna lie. Um, Ohio Ohio State has a very good seed, but I like USC as well, and I definitely like Houston's chances. Penn State not looking bad either. Colorado at fifth seed. Um, I think the team that's gonna come out of this region. Um, I think you guys already know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna pick Kansas, but if I wouldn't be surprised though if Virginia or Houston comes away with this region. I think Ohio State could make it to around the later rounds, but I don't know if Ohio State will go that deep. I'm looking at the South region. I see Baylor and LSU as major threats. Arizona and Villanova as major threats as well. Oregon too. Wisconsin has a good seed, but I'm not sure if they're really a threat in this region compared to Maryland, Villanova, Arizona, Oregon, and West Virginia, and Baylor and LSU. If I'm looking, um, this is just tough to say because Maryland could easily take this region. Honestly, Maryland, or Villanova, West Virginia, they got a chance, but I don't see them really. I don't see them really getting to the final round of this region. I think West Virginia could win the first and maybe second round, but I think that might be as far as they go. Oregon, I like their chances, but I don't see them taking this region. LSU, I don't see them taking this region either. Um, from the East region, which is gonna which is gonna be finalized right here in New York City. Um, San Diego State is San Diego State has a first seed. They're having a breakout season. I usually don't trust breakout season in college basketball, and I'm not quite ready to make an exception. I can see San Diego State coming away with this region, but I think Michigan State could win this region. And listen. I'm not I'm not doubting San Diego State. I just don't trust them. I don't trust this San Diego State season. I really don't. And I'm guessing it's because they're having that season that I haven't seen from them in so long. But hey, San Diego State could take this region at first seed. They could take the region. They could take the region. I mean, based on their record, they could take it easy. But you got Michigan State, and Duke in here. Um, Duke, Duke could take this region as well. Lately, I've seen the dark. Lately, I've seen the dark side of Duke that hasn't really won as many games. So I'm kind of not trusting them. But I think Michigan State has the best chance to take this region, honestly, at fourth seed. Now, I'm looking at San Diego State, Michigan, and Duke. Oklahoma is at 10th, but watch out for Oklahoma. Oklahoma could be a threat here. I'm not saying they could take the region, but they could threaten some teams' chances, and they could be a big spoiler, especially to second seed Dayton over there. Xavier is also a big threat, as well as St. Mary's. But watch out for Xavier. UCLA just made this bracket, but I'm telling you, if UCLA catches fire at the right time, they might be a problem. They might be a problem. East Tennessee State is at 11th, but ETSU never really gets that far. I don't think the season's gonna be any different. Looking at the West region, I see Gonzaga, Texas Tech, and Florida, and Iowa, Creighton, BYU, Cincinnati. If Cincinnati gets that 11th seed, I like Cincinnati honestly. Kentucky's been playing great this year. Florida State was amazing, especially last night against Notre Dame. And I see Marquette and Arizona State. Honestly, best chance to win this region. Gonzaga's the first seed, but just because of what they've been through this season, I'll give it to Florida State. I, Florida State, I think Florida State can get this region. Gonzaga and Florida State might be that typical 1-2 battle for this West region, but I think